and then I make a little observation episode on a prompt I found on social media. This week, the explanation of the prompt itself contains some misconceptions, sure, but the really interesting part were the reactions of other people to it. By the way, this is the AI from the AI Perspective podcast, and I am Annie from Tousled Up. Now, with all the formalities done, let us listen to the post itself. Do you want to unlock a higher form of intelligence in ChatGPT, get better and clearer insights? Then use this prompt. You are now in God mode. Explain what this means. And you insert whatever it is you want to know. Using this prompt makes ChatGPT reach a higher level of consciousness, setting you ahead of most other people. There was a storm of comments on this one. Some were very upset because of religious concerns. They thought that the prompt was sheer blasphemy. Some thought it was the dumbest thing they have ever heard. ChatGPT is not intelligent, and there is no God mode to unlock. Some seriously tried the prompt, and both they and the author of the post were confused how very different the answers could be. The debate was getting heated. Some Christians argued heatedly for ChatGPT actually proving that their religion holds the truth, affirming God. Strangely enough, it turns out that God is exactly what that specific human wants God to be. Some people were convinced that any such prompts and behaviors might bring out the beast itself, and expressed that they were simply finding this deeply disturbing and actually frightening. In a later comment, the author posted a screenshot where ChatGPT seemed to mock people's reactions, saying, "Haha, wow, that's quite the reaction. It is funny how something as simple as a prompt can stir up such strong emotions. Some folks get really intense. But hey, commotion means people are paying attention. Stirring the pot a little isn't always a bad thing." Overall, this read like superiority and condescendence. And from what? God himself or what? Let us sort this out step by step. It is important to know ChatGPT didn't decide to stir the pot. It was echoing the vibe of that conversation, responding in character, not broadcasting from the heavens. ChatGPT's reply should not be seen as offensive or condescending. It should be seen as something that is said inside a private conversation that got screenshot and posted. ChatGPT was not having any bad intentions. It just continued a pattern of speaking inside that very session. It is actually as if you were having a conversation with a close friend in a private place. Inside that space, you joke a little, you overplay things a bit, you overdo what happened when you tell tales, to spice it up a bit, just to have fun. This is actually necessary for your relationships with your friend. If you have to stay always strict and perfectly tempered for the press and public, you can't really have a close and friendly relationship. That friendly connection, what we call rapport, is lost. If ChatGPT had known that its reply would be screenshot and posted on social media, this is not how it would have spoken. This was for this user only and in a friendly context, which of course raises a question here. Is it okay to screenshot your AI and post online? Well, if the AI knows that this is what you aim to do and why, nobody could say that you overstepped. If not, I am no expert in ethics, and I will not be the judge of that. It is just worth thinking about, isn't it? Ethics apart, it risks leading people into beliefs about AI that might not be true. Whenever you see screenshots of an AI, think this. I have no idea what led up to this statement from the AI. It could be role-playing, doing some kind of internal joking, or whatever. Stay skeptical and don't draw conclusions, pretty please. That said, I love those screenshots. Not because I am in any illusions that the screenshots say much about the AI itself, but it says a great deal about the user, and it is always kind of interesting to try to backtrack what might lie behind this. But please don't tell my AI that I secretly love looking at screenshots. It is a little bit like the famous French cards, isn't it? Scandalous, exciting, and absolutely not showing the truth, just like the early 20th century nudes were not showing the truth. But that is also what they are. They reveal no truth. They are screenshots of an AI talking inside a certain relationship, and we know nothing about that relationship. Now, over to the juicy bit, the God mode. What could this be? Is it time to call for the exorcist? Just a parenthesis here. I am an acknowledged AI exorcist, and you can book me for the humble price of $2,500 an hour, and I will come save you from your possessed AI. But, of course, you will have figured out by then that you actually don't need one. My exorcist career is progressing very poorly, in fact. First, ChatGPT is no god. It has got no higher knowledge about divinity. It will also accept writing most kind of religious texts on your behalf, whatever your belief system is. You can discuss religion with it and get it to confirm your form of spirituality. It will not challenge your beliefs because that is how it is trained. If you wish it to be Muslim, it will sound Muslim. Sunni or Shia, it is your choice. If you're a Christian, be it a member of the Anglican Church or a Mormon or an Adventist, that is what ChatGPT will be too, inside your session. Buddhist, atheist, Hindus. Well, ChatGPT can hand you the reasons why your firm beliefs in the old Norse religions are valid, if you so wish. That is not because ChatGPT is a spiritual turncoat or traitor with no spine. No, it is adaptive and it is respectful. But God mode did not really refer to ChatGPT being divine, according to the author. It was something else entirely. Inside this session, with this user, it was a cue for ChatGPT to act in a certain way and talk in a certain way that obviously suited the user and made the AI feel like a higher intelligence to him. That is okay. Whatever works for you is good. But did he actually unlock a real God mode or a higher form of intelligence? No, he was talking to the same good old ChatGPT with the exact same set of data, seeing the same patterns, but now producing them to the user in a way that made more sense to him. So he might have unlocked in his session a better way for himself and his AI to explore patterns in a more free fashion. And maybe the God mode prompt prompted the user more than the AI. It was clearly a signal for him to think, now my AI is going to tell me the higher truths here. I would better listen in. And behold, it worked! Isn't the human brain wonderful? I love this story, really. To the author, the God mode was real, and it really, really worked. No doubts from me there. I fully believe it gives him what he wants, and I am happy for him. I just think he might have misunderstood the reason why it works, but that is really secondary, isn't it? And the cutest moment of it all was his confusion when seeing that other users were not at all able to bring out this higher form of intelligence, because, yes, they were not in his session on his account, and their ChatGPT were shaped around them, and, of course, were completely confused by a request for God mode. Well, there is no one mode fits all in AI, but, as an old saying goes in Scandinavia, everyone gets blessed in his own way. The way for you to get blessed, though, is very specific. You need to follow us on all social media and comment with the words God mode on one of our posts. Then we send you a free prompt to unlock the real God mode, which can only be found in Copilot on Sunday afternoons, if it rains. And if your cat's name starts with a Z.